Hi Virgo, welcome to your daily love messages reading. Thanks for joining me. Also welcome cross watchers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Ascendants. Now these are general and collective messages, guys. It won't resonate with everyone, so take it how it resonates. Okay. So what are the love messages for Virgo? What do we need to know for Virgo? Love messages for Virgo. Wow, there's a lot coming out here. Okay, we've got the Chariot. We're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces or a Scorpio, and then we've got Gemini, so you've got a fellow air sign there. Okay, could be someone from your past that wants to come back. And it could be a twin flame connection, reconnecting with an old love, an old twin, lost love. Okay, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So someone here is very family orientated. I do feel someone here is very hardworking. Maybe somebody likes to be in charge of the finances, keep things in order, provide for their family, work hard, dedicated, passionate. This is about family value, the 10 of Pentacles. Wish fulfillment. Maybe you miss happier times from your childhood. This is similar to Gemini's reading. So, someone here is very, very, very family orientated. You miss your loved ones, you can't wait to see them, to travel after this lockdown's been lifted, this restriction. Everyone's missing their loved ones. Celebrations, could be celebrating a project, the birth of a new project. Maybe you found out you're expecting, getting married, and you're waiting, like I said, with your family. So you could be all raring to go, with that Chariot there, full of energy, traveling. Someone here likes to sort of be the head of the family sort of thing, with this 10 of Cups and this 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you've got a relative, that's come in and helped you out financially at this hard time where we can't work, and they've come in to help you. Maybe you found out that you're owed inheritance, this happy home life. Maybe you've been craving it since you were little, this happy, stable home environment, family values here. Maybe you've put in an investment in a house, or you're going into business with someone and you can't wait to celebrate that. The 6 of Cups is about nostalgia, soulmate energy. This is someone from your past. You're missing someone from your past. Maybe you miss happier times. You've got the lovers there. Someone could be in a third party situation and they need to make a decision between more than one person. It could be same-sex relationships here as well. Could be someone you're in a twin flame connection with. This is contentment, this is happiness, family. Someone might want to have a family with someone. Maybe they found out that they're expecting and their family's expanding, you are an air sign. If this is a romantic nature, okay, maybe somebody's friend zoned you and you don't like it, or you've accepted that. You've been put in the friend zone sort of thing. Maybe they're not ready for a commitment just yet, But with air signs, they do crave peace and harmony and, happiness, yeah? Maybe it's you, maybe you have to make a decision between more than one person, or someone has to choose between a lover and a family. So maybe someone's given someone an ultimatum, choosing between your family and your loved one, or a family and a lover, Tell me more about this 10 of Pentacles. I feel that someone's striving and hoping for a complete family, Your family will be complete if you have children, or if you get married, or you could be going towards something very passionate. Someone could be coming towards you full of energy, full of creative ideas. They might want a future with you, with this Chariot. They're all ready and raring to go, and movement, progress, feeling highly driven, feeling motivated, feeling inspired, Someone who's very family orientated, very. Very, very, very family orientated, and I feel it's like someone is the glue that holds something together, you know. Okay, Four of Pentacles, the Magician, so a lot of you could be being creative, like I said, creative ideas, manifesting, you know, wish fulfillment, money, you know, maybe somebody wants to come out of a comfort zone to look after their family. Okay, let me get some more on this Magician, this Four of Pentacles. Definitely business opportunities here. Four of Wands. Yeah, there's some sort of celebration happening. Whether it be just in your back garden, you know, because that's all you can do right now. But it's like someone is waiting for some restriction to be lifted before they can travel and see their family and celebrate. Four of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it looks like someone's expecting here. Yeah. It might be a very fertile time for you, because I keep seeing children and I keep seeing pentacles. So if you are trying for kids at the moment, it might be a very fertile time for you. It looks like it's going to be very successful. Someone might want to expand their family, okay? But I feel that especially that someone's waiting for a restriction to be lifted, so that they can go and celebrate with their family, you know, career prospects, opportunities, getting married, getting a house. You know, they can't wait to get back into some sort of normality, some sort of routine, you know, and provide for their family, look after their family. Maybe somebody wants to send someone money, you know. Someone here is really big on family. You've got the Cancer card there. Cancerians are really big on family, you know, and looking after their family and providing for their family and being the master of their own craft. Look, you know, someone could be embracing their destiny, you know, using their intuition, using initiative, creative. Anyone, this Magician, this Four of Wands. Someone could be hanging on to something from their past, clinging on to something from their past, someone or something. If they're tied to a third party situation, you know, and not letting go, maybe they're stuck in a third party, you know, and refusing to let go, refusing to come out of a comfort zone, you know. It's like someone's hanging on to something very tightly, you know. Anyone this Four of Wands and this Magician could be giving birth to new ideas, definitely. Yeah, manifesting, creating, you know. The Sun, wow, beautiful. Yeah, someone's definitely in a twin flame connection, or hopes that someone from their past will come back here for a new start with them, okay? Maybe someone's coming back to offer you commitment, stability, something solid, you know, this happy home life, what they're craving. Someone could be craving liberation, freedom, you know, but there's definitely someone here that's going to celebrate success, achievements, accomplishments with you, you know, wanting to create, look, manifest, you know, build something with you, build some sort of empire, you know, some sort of solid foundation, you know, and waiting for this, like I said, restriction to be lifted so that they can come towards you, you know, and celebrate with family and be with your family and loved ones, and just the happy home life and the freedom and the independence, you know. But it looks like someone needs to let go of something from their past here, you know, or it could be someone from your past coming back. Someone could have an alcohol problem, quite a lot of cups there. Okay, any more we need to know? I don't think any more want to come out. No. And at the bottom of the deck we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it looks like someone here is embracing change, embracing their destiny, fulfilling their destiny emotionally, you know, creating, being the master of their own craft. I have the power, I can do this, look, I'm in charge of my own destiny. Okay, really putting their faith into the divine and, you know, trusting in divine timing. Everything is, you know, divinely orchestrated. Okay, so it looks like something's here is going to go in your favor here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Sun card. You know, the universe is giving something back. You know, this time round, you know, it's come back and it's going to give you something good. If this is what you've been hoping for, it's going to give something back to you. Okay, I do feel someone here is clinging on to something a little bit too tightly, so they might need to just relax a bit. Okay, whatever you're wishing for, hoping for, praying for, you know, just relax a little bit, you know, and let things unfold naturally. You know, it's like someone who is clinging on a little bit too hard. You know, as I said, whether this is twin flames, someone from your past, this could be your energy, or it could be your person's energy, or this could be what's going on in a home or a work environment. You know, someone here is definitely in charge of their own business, could be buying a new car, buying a new house. There's a lot of investing going on, and it's caused everyone to feel a lot of fear, and feeling restricted and trapped. But they're full of energy. You know, they can't. Oh, what was that? It's like they're raring to go, sort of thing. You know, with this Chariot. You know, they want to get things moving. Someone's coming in with some sort of offer, and really, like I said, embracing their spirituality, embracing change. You know, and the universe is saying just to sort of, you know, just hold your horses. You know, let things unfold naturally. Just go with the flow. You know, someone here is hanging on too tightly to something, or to someone. You know, you will be free again. You will see your loved ones again. Okay, if it is a business proposition or an opportunity, it looks like it's going to be successful because of this Ten of Pentacles. Plus you've got the Wheel of Fortune there, you know, and I do feel that, you know, your achievements are going to be fulfilled. You know, your wishes are going to be fulfilled. You are fulfilling your destiny, you know, manifesting your heart's desires into reality. You know, a successful project, money, finances, profit, gain, stability, contentment, happiness in the home environment, the family way. You know, someone here is definitely in the family way, or someone's family is expanding. Okay, and you can't wait, you know, to celebrate with your family after this restriction's lifted. You know, maybe there's definitely someone from your past that wants to reconcile here, possibly a water sign. You know, but you know, in your energy I just feel that you just want to be free. Look, yeah, you want to be free, traveling, going on holiday. Someone who's really embracing their spirituality, embracing change, embracing their destiny, you know, learning to sort of surrender and finally just stand strong in my power here. Look, I have the power, I can do this, I can take control of a situation, I can, you know, create beautiful things. You know, it's like someone wants to put their mouth where their money is. Is that the right saying? Put their money where their mouth is, sort of thing. Okay, and with this Magician energy, like I said, you stand strong, you're in your power. You know, you've got the resources, you've got the tools. All you have to do is tune into the divine, tune into your higher self, you know, your intuition, your initiative. You know, just go within, listen to your own judgment, go with your own judgment, tap into your intuition. You know, but there's definitely going to be reconciling with someone from your past, going back to a happy place, a happier time, a happier memory. You know, someone's definitely in charge of their own business here. Okay, someone could be very overprotective of someone as well. Something to do with finances. You know, maybe they had obligations to do with something to do with someone in a past life. Finances, maybe if you're dealing with someone that's in a third party situation, Maybe they had obligations with a family, you know, financial obligations, children, you know, but yeah, it really does look like someone is embracing their destiny. They're fulfilling their destiny, okay? They're standing in their power. They're headstrong, okay? They're very spiritual as well. Like I said, embracing that spiritual side of them. You know, someone here is very big on finances, and they could be they're very family orientated, but they're very career orientated as well, okay? They're craving material independence. You know, they don't want to rely on other people, sort of thing. You know, and a lot of us are feeling like that. You know, we're craving independence, freedom, you know, missing routine, getting back into the swing of things, family, loved ones celebrating, you know, happiness, you know. But, you know, don't cling on to something so tight, you know, just, you know, just let go with the flow, let things unfold naturally. The universe is working behind the scenes, you know, to bring happiness. The Sun card is one of the most beautiful cards you can get in a reading. You know, it really is. It just brings people so much comfort and happiness and success and victory in their lives, you know, that sense of achievement, that sense of accomplishment, you know, that you're good to someone, you are of good to someone, and that you are a help, and that you can provide for your family, you know, just that sense of achievement, you know. So I hope that resonated. I hope it helped. Let me know in the comment section. I hope it was insightful. Okay, let me know in the comment section. If you're new, give me a like, give me a subscribe, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you need to know anything, just give me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If I keep repeating myself, I do apologise. It's just I tune into energy, and people are nervous when people are tuning into nerves, vibes, energy. You know, so if I keep repeating myself, it's just because I tune into people's energy. So I'm probably still tuned into your person's energy or your energy. Okay, they're quite nervous. They can't get their words out there. They keep stuttering, repeating themselves. They're nervous. They're all over the place. Yeah, and I'll see you again real soon for some more readings. Sending you all peace, love and blessings.